I wanted to take a look at the S&P 500, and it's given us 4 or 5 opportunities to synthesize several of the prior lessons in the videos, and I just wanted to show you how all of it flows together, in a constant narrative, of trades. So let's start with the daily, and this is the 24-hour S&P Futures Daily chart. We're probably not going to need volume for this, so I just want you to focus on the bars. This was the low on February 24th, and we got a higher high and a higher low, and then 84.25, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, 99 versus 90, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day upswing, and overnight yesterday, let me blow this up so it looks as big as possible, we broke below this low. So we know this is what sets up our Forex trade, when the daily changes direction. So now if we drop it down to a 30-minute, and I need this to be a 24-hour chart, not a pit chart. So we can see that we first broke below yesterday's low on the 6 p.m. central bar, and it was quite the violent break. And let's take all of this other stuff off for now. So once we broke below and got down to this low here, we had one wave up, we had one wave down. This is inside, so it technically goes to here, but this is a inside bar, outside bar, inside bar, lower low, lower high, inside bar. That's our string of down bars, and then this makes our string of up bars. And I'll blow it up so you can see it really big. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, inside, outside, inside, all of which take the label of the previous bar. And then this 39.50, 39.50, this is an outside bar technically, which also takes the previous label. So this here becomes our risk bar, 43.39.50 to 43.61.25. And this is where we would normally say this sets up our 4x trade. And technically 4x from 43.61.25, 43.39.50 is 87 points. 87 points below 43.39.50 is 42.52.50. So, we don't know where this is going. It might still get there. But let me show you a couple of other decisions, a couple of other variations of things that could have happened. So first of all, I was not awake at 2 a.m. when this happened. 2 a.m. Central is the European opening time. But today, I also recognize that we have the monthly jobs number. So I thought, well, if there was ever a day where we'll probably get a retest back into that range, we have good odds today with this job number. And when this jobs number came out, it spent a few minutes up in here, but I already had orders ready to sell 39.25 as if I had been awake at 2 a.m. and caught the trade I was supposed to. And I had orders scaled up all the way through, and my highest orders were around 48, which is just front running the 50% level. As we'd seen before, sometimes the market goes just to under the 50% level, and I wanted to make sure I was able to get my maximum position on, but I still missed it by a couple of points. So the 50% level was about 43.50. I was offering 43.48. This little spike got up to 43.46. So I got some of my position on, and then we had this move down. And What's nice about this move down here is we have a very clean target. This overnight spike low, is a good first target. And also, if we look back further in time, there is a bunch of support here, with these tails. A buying tail like this just means that somebody who was large enough to stop this market from going down pretty much was buying in here, because then the market stopped going down, and had sizable reactions to the upside. So this is 42.75. This here was 42.78 and a quarter. This here was 42.83. We got down to 42.81 and a quarter. So somewhere in here, when I saw us reacting off of this, I covered up in here in the 42.80s. So, I could be looking for a place to put the trade back on, because we are still targeting this 42.52. Given that it's a weekend and there's a war going on, I'm not inclined to want to carry any risk over the weekend. But I wanted to show you a couple of more trades that basically played out within the S&P that reinforce some of our prior lessons. And let me put on a couple of indicators: the 2-bar hoagie, the 3-bar hoagie, and the P1. So the P1 actually occurred on the 30-minute chart. And that was a good sign that we were going to have some more upside. I've been neglecting the 15-minute chart today, so I'm not sure what's gone on there. Now, when you look down to a 5-minute chart, remember the U-turn. So first, there's a reason to bounce at this level because of the support. And once we started bouncing, this is our last down bar: up, inside, up, down, outside counts as down. So we blow this up again. Our swings look like this: 1, 2, 3. So if we were going to get continuation to the downside, this would have been the bar to trade off of. Now, a couple of things about this bar: it came right after the European close, and typically you get a change of direction after Europe closes. But if you were hell-bent on holding down for the 52.50, this could have been a place to short. But as soon as it got taken out, that is a U-turn. So here we have an ABC up on the 5-minute. We have one more swing down, and as soon as this got taken out, it was a U-turn. And this U-turn pushed us all the way back up to 43.37. And if you remember, our original entry was 43.39, just under the 9 and a quarter on the 30-minute bar. So if I go back to 30-minute bars, you'll see that the low of this bar, 950, we're supposed to enter 925. This got up to 37. So you're kind of getting more and more opportunities to re-enter this trade. And then if you look at a 5-minute, there was one more very noticeable pattern, and that is after we went up, after we had this U-turn, and it's a significant amount of follow-through for a U-turn from 03.25 to 37. It's about 33, 34 points of follow-through on that U-turn. Then we got a hoagie. And remember, a hoagie is just multiple bars within one bar. So we basically got 1, 2, 3, 4 bars within a bar. That's 20 minutes, plus probably a couple of minutes of this bar inside of the range of one bar, which makes for a great scalp. And, for me, now that I'm just in scalping mode, my target was down here at this area. And that was a quick, 19 down to 14, quick 4.5 points. And, in theory, based on the waves that we're following on the 30-minute, we should probably still get some more downside. But again, being that it's a Friday and it's a Friday afternoon, there's 2 hours left, there's a war going on, I'm not inclined to hold the risk. We'll just let it go make the Forex without me if that's what it's going to do. So anyway, I hope it helps for you to see in real time the various methods that we've been talking about and how they all integrate together on different time frames to help you make decisions throughout the day. Again, if you like this content, please drop a like and a follow and make a comment. If you like it. If you don't like it, make a comment. Either way, I'll respond to it. And let's keep the conversation going.